Hello, I am back at my home in Bohol. I'm not in my happy place, which is my college dorm, uh, because I am restricted here. Freedom is not a luxury with which I dwell in when I am back at home with my parents. And so I'm gonna take whatever free time I have, free privacy I have, and film these videos. Now, we're back on schedule? Question mark. I'm at a good pace right now with these movies with my mission. Actually, let me check real quick what it looks like right now. I think I'm past 150 for the year already. Let me see. 125, almost there, almost there. I'm at 125 movies this year. My challenge was doing these three weekly challenges will put me above in the totality of movies I already watched last year. So I am looking to see an increase of percentage. But you know what this is? This is I don't know. Do you? I don't know. Recap. I'm doing three letterbox challenges wherein I watch a movie a week per year. I watch a movie a week for the entirety of 2025. That's the podcast macabre 2025 challenge, the official Hater Club movie challenge, and the Criterion challenge. Every week there's a new prompt, and yada yada. So, for the 11th movie, for the 11th prompt for the week 11, I thought I'm behind schedule, but whatever the fuck. As long as I do these in order and I finish before 2025, I have no complaints. So, for the 11th week, the prompt is 1940s, and so right there, I just slipped right in. I watched His Girl Friday, which was released in 1940 again, just the start of the decade. Now, I've been a sucker for these types of movies, just the fast talking black and white comedy movies where they talk like this and they go really fast. It was very entertaining. I've always loved that type of movie, and His Girl Friday is basically like the tent pole example of that kind of movie. So I really dug this. They speak very fast. You can definitely see like inspirations from you can definitely see like people like the Safdie brothers or Quentin Tarantino get inspiration from this because they just talk so fast. Actually, I watched this with my girlfriend. I watched it one night on Internet Archive, which did not have subtitles, and we were doing pretty good. I was actually kind of proud of myself that I was following through, but combined with just me being very sleepy that night and the fact that there's no subtitles, we had to pause it and continue it the next day. And when we continued it the next day, we finished it all with subtitles this time, and it was glorious. First off, people say this is a romantic comedy. I guess it is. Me and my girlfriend kind of had an argument about this, a very friendly argument about whether or not they're good for each other. They're obviously not, but when it comes to stories like this, I'm of the opinion that like they're just perfect for each other. I don't know what to tell you. That's just what they are. Like I stopping them from being together is an affront to God at this point. It's not whether or not they're good for each other. They're made for each other. At this point. And of course, this doesn't fucking carry over in real life scenarios, but in narratives like this, absolutely. Like that's these are two horrible people who, throughout the whole movie, never really disprove that they're horrible people, and they're just made for each other. They cannot live without one another. And so yeah, I love this movie. Like it grows the more I think of it, and I love how it ramps up. Like the at the start of this movie, that shenanigans will happen. The Cary Grant's character. Hold on, I'm looking him up. What's his name again? Cary Grant's character, Walter Burns, is up to something. He is scheming. This whole movie, the whole start of this movie, has been predicated on the fact that he is a wily little bitch. He's a Weasley motherfucker who will do anything to win back his girl, and I he will get his girl by Friday. It's his girl Friday, and so it's very even though that's set up, like I don't know. It was very, even though you expect this Weasley plan, it was very satisfying and very entertaining to see it unfold, to see just how wild the Wild Goose Chase is, and the title, His Girl Friday, is I just realized this just now. It's phrased as if it were a headline, and that's very appropriate since these are a bunch of journalists and they talk in a journalistic way, and it's just I love the writing in this movie. This feels like the first time a movie has taken dialogue as a treasured thing. I guess I don't know. I'm not a I have never taken film history. This is just from my understanding. Maybe 1940s. I just think of that and think of an early time, but there's actually been a bunch of movies beforehand where dialogue is this like emphasized. But this feels very novel. That's just what I'm gonna say. It feels very like a very new thing they're doing, and they're doing it of out of their utmost abilities. I guess whatever the fuck that means. And what else am I gonna say? Oh yeah, it was very funny learning that. Okay, first of all, this is from 1940, and it has to be before America joined World War II because they call it the Europe War. And I just find it very funny. Like my letterbox review is, I didn't know Americans were capable of this amount of cynical humor before joining the war, because it is a very cynical movie. This is not a happy ending. As much as I say they're made for each other, like I don't. This is a very mean spirited movie. People get fucked over, someone dies. It's. I was not expecting it from my 1940s shucks type of comedy. Like it's shucks, but then people die, and so yeah. There's nothing else I can say about this. It's a pretty. It's I think they have great chemistry. Like I said, they may not be good for each other, but they are made for each other. That's all she wrote, I guess. So yeah, His Girl Friday. Check it out.